On set, 50 plant. Greystone travel.
I'm coming for you, son.
Shift! Watch the shift!
And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 43.
Ready?
Back to throw. Cornelius. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Be tripping.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking to throw. Stewart. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54.
Hey, stand up. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season. His off season. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Stewart from the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Not here.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
Watch the screen.
On the ball. Let go.
On 1st and 10, Cornelius completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Back to throw. Stewart. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now Stewart operating from the gun. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Get ready. Get ready.
Fair.
Time go.
On first down, Cornelius. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion.
Check nickel.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch gears.
Undercrush.
Hey, Haywood. Now. Ready.
On second down, a run with Breida. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up third and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Set, ready. Hey, wahoo. 18 Gator.
41's the mic.
Big grip.
From the gun, Cornelius. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Hey, you don't want to see?
Smooth.
You don't want
Throwing on first down, Cornelius. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check 99. Check 99.
Set, go, 5.
Throwing again, Cornelius. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
Check 41.
Better free.
On first and 10, Cornelius. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a
I'm going to hit you all day.
brings up 4th down and 1.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run. Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
52 to mine. I'm coming.
Snap.
To throw is Stewart from the gun on 3rd down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a...
Set. 60 Orb. Hey, Orbit.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
Ready?
On 1st down, Cornelius. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an
Hey, I 7.
Operating from the gun, Cornelius. Allen's got it complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Go! Go!
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Five!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Pull it high.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Go! Go! Exit.
Here's Stewart on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take this in at the 1 yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Let's go.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Heavy, heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hey, Alpha.
41's the mic.
Come on, two.
Throwing on first down, Cornelius. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. Looking to throw, Cornelius.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Recon, 132 fighter. No. Let's go.
On first and 10, Cornelius. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cornelius, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
41's coming. 41's the Mike. Hey, tight. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that out. Come on, D.
Defense.
From the gun, Cornelius. Open man, it's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie.
He's not going to get me.
On first down, Cornelius. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under 10. 261. Matchbox lights. Hey, zoom. And 5.
To throw again, Cornelius. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's going to go down again. And that'll bring up 4th down of the... Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
36. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
50 plant. Get it.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. 39 yards there, a big one. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the shift.
Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Ready.
50
18 Gator.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Hey, let go.
53 Mike. Check 53.
Stewart now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's it, baby.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to throw. Cornelius. They'll set up a screen for Breida. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. Five.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cornelius. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Bravo.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Switch.
Hit it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run on first down. Cook And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Protein spill. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Stewart. He'll dump this off to Cook. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Stewart. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Down. 30 base.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, Sam off.
Stewart from the caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cornelius. That'll be complete to Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Stewart operating from the gun. It's caught. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Squeeze! You got that right there. Hey, orbit!
To throw is Stewart. To throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Check back.
Here's Stewart looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Rock it. Ready.
On first down, it's Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
8 read.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, high 7. Be driven.
To throw on second down, Stewart. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hard.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run for it with Cook. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
Hey, QB's trash. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
Go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he scores! No flags anywhere, and they return it to the house to win the game.
A return.
Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish.
That you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh, yeah, you're feeling real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the 49ers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.